Good evening, everybody. Good evening. If you could find your seats, we're going to get started shortly. If you could find your seats, there are volunteers that can help you find your table if you haven't found it already. Also, we want to let you know that one of you has dropped their vaccination card. So if you want to check to make sure you have yours, we have it up here. Again, one of you has dropped your vaccination card. So if you don't have it, we likely do.
Your mic is on.
Perfect.
All right.
All right.
So seats, that'll be great. We want to begin tonight's program. And what a beautiful venue tonight. This is gorgeous. Many thanks to the crew here at Winter Gardens at Monroe's for such a beautiful job tonight. Just turn it off. There we go. All right. So thanks for being here tonight, everyone. In case you might not remember who I am, I'm Norma Holland, and this is my good friend, Adam Chodak.
That's right. It is just wonderful to be here right now with all of you. How amazing that we made this happen.
Woo!
On this gorgeous evening, all to benefit the House of Mercy. And this here is the House of Mercy Christmas Gala. Congratulations to all of you for being part of this wonderful event. So safety is our number one concern this evening, and I want to thank all of you for honoring our vaccination requirement. Also, for safety reasons, we have kept our crowd small and our tables a little less full. We do have hand sanitizer at locations throughout the room. Masks are optional and available at check-in if you didn't get one already or don't have one on hand. And we just want to thank you for being here.
Absolutely. As Adam said, we are so honored to be here with you all tonight. It's just exciting to be with people. I think a lot of us have missed that. And tonight we're going to make up for all that lost time. A few quick announcements. If anyone needs any help, we have some amazing volunteers, and you will know who they are because they're wearing Santa hats. So our volunteers, if you could raise your hand, if you're out in the audience, raise your hand so people know. Again, they're wearing their Santa hats so you know who they are. They're also here to help you purchase more raffle tickets. The silent auction raffle will be closing at 7:45, so about 40 minutes from now. So if you see the raffle basket, or a raffle basket that you must have for the holidays, if you are woefully behind on your holiday shopping, tonight's your chance to catch up. Our volunteers will help to enhance your odds of winning. How about that? All you got to do is spend a little bit more money. You can win some pretty cool things too, like, and this is great, some local fare. A Black Button Distilling Tour, K2 Brewery gift card, Iron Smoke Distilling gift card, and Genesee Brewery gift card. So all local businesses that you can support. Or, I personally love this, adorn yourself with earrings from Cornell's Jewelers. Handcrafted bracelets from Emerson and Oliver, necklaces from Shall We Dance, and a gift card to Charisma Jewelers. So make sure you get on those raffle tickets. You don't want to miss out on those prizes.
We really do have a wonderful evening ahead for you. We're going to hear from some wonderful people. And of course, whenever Norma and I get together, there will be some song and dance. Little New York, New York. We do take requests throughout the evening. So just something to keep in mind.
Don't be shy, we're not.
Yeah, and requests or not, we are going to sing. So two very nice auction items this evening that you can bid on. A Buffalo Bills game and a Florida getaway. You'll see details of all of that on the screen here as the night progresses. So take a look, see if this is something you're interested in. I promise you it will not be 65 degrees tomorrow. Florida will look appetizing at some point this winter. In addition to our auction, the beautiful, fragrant holiday floral arrangements at your table are also for sale, just $25. They make great Christmas gifts. Check out anytime with our volunteers at the registration table just outside the doors where you came in. All right, House of Mercy was started by Sister Grace in 1985. Yes, Sister Grace, there we go. For more than 35 years, it's been Rochester's best kept secret, providing shelter, food, compassion, love, and mercy to people in need. Sister Grace, we want to thank you for all you've done for the people in our area. So many call you the Mother Teresa of Rochester, and we want to welcome you to the stage right now.
Thank you. So good. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Grace.
Thank you. Am I supposed to say a few words?
There you go.
Say the words. Sure.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So glad to have you here tonight with us to celebrate our Christmas. Together, and it's wonderful being with all of you, and I thank you for all being here tonight. You are our supporters. You are the ones who keep the House of Mercy going, and our people need you, and we are so grateful that you are so good and generous to our people and to the House of Mercy so that we can continue to be a House of Mercy to all of our poor and the people who need us so desperately. I want to thank our headlining Radical Compassion sponsors this year, Van Bortel and Touching Hearts at Home. Please give them an applause because they are so generous with us. They have done so much to support our mission this year. So, Kidney and Mark, thank you for your support. And thank you for all that you do for us to keep the House of Mercy going. In addition to our Radical Compassion sponsors, we have more friends and supporters whom we would like to thank this evening. And our Grace Level sponsors this year are Bond, Shonik and King, PLLC, Community Preservation Corporation, and Brian and Heather DeJoy. They've always been steadfast in their commitment to all that we have at the House of Mercy. Thank you to each one of you. So let's give them applause. Tonight's event has also received sponsorship from 5 Star Bank and Wegmans. And I believe some of them might be here tonight celebrating with us. So let's give them a warm welcome and thanks. And I want to thank Kate Schiffman and Stephanie Bookbinder for helping us to sponsor this event this night. They worked very hard in making this happen, so I want to say thank you to Kate and to Stephanie. And we have so many people here to thank, and we have quite an evening in store. So I'm going to turn things over to Adam and Norma for now, but I'm not finished. I'll be back before the evening is over.
All right, so I think we're gonna just break into, I've got the horse right here from Guys and Dolls first. So this was a mistake pairing us together. I just want to be very clear about that.
Terrible. I'm so sorry. You have to witness this evening.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And I love, we're so stage hungry. We're like panthers at the side of the stage, like ready to get back up here. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So thank you, Sister Grace. Wonderful words. And thank you to all of our sponsors once again.
Yes. Couldn't do this without your support. At this time, we'd like to call up to the podium Mark McDermott, Executive Director of Touching Hearts at Home, one of our title sponsors. Mark?
Hi, everyone. So this is from Luke 12:48. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him much shall be required. I never heard my father talk about that when I was growing up. I never heard him cite Luke. My name is Mark, so I was always asking him to cite the Gospel of Mark. Didn't always work out that way. But I can assure you that he conveyed this value to us as a family. And he's a board member of the House of Mercy, and in that way he also showed his values in action. So whomsoever much has been given, that's me, that's my family, that's probably you. And I live in what the New York Times would probably call a nice house in a quiet neighborhood in a leafy suburb. And I've never thought in my whole life about the possibility of being homeless, and that's a gift. So how did this come to be? How did I end up in this situation? How did my family? Hard work, maybe. Good decisions, yes. In my case, good looks, obviously. But really, the real truth is that we've been blessed and that we've had good fortune. So, in short, this is what has been given. So then, of us, much is required, and it begins with compassion. Our family business, Touching Hearts at Home, we provide home care for seniors so they can stay home. It's companion care. And compassion is one of our 4 values. And what we teach every person who is a companion caregiver at Touching Hearts is that compassion is an empty promise without action. Action is required. And so what is action? Action is companionship, it's safety, it's food, it's shelter, it's protection, it's affirmation, it's respite, it's shelter from the storm. Do these things sound familiar in terms of the House of Mercy? Because this is what they do on steroids. And they call it, they're more eloquent, they call it radical compassion, but that's what it is. And so our family is very grateful, and we're very proud of the opportunity to provide volunteer time and financial support for the House of Mercy. The homelessness situation in America, the richest country that has ever existed on the face of the earth, is unacceptable. Radical compassion is what is needed, and much is required. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And by the way, I had the great opportunity to interview Mark for the Radical Compassion Story series. And if you get a chance to read that, I would. He and his family have been extraordinarily generous and intentional in their giving over the years. So we want to thank the entire McDermott family.
If you are a regular at the House of Mercy, you've seen Mildred Bartlett prayerfully and joyfully sitting with her Bible at her table, right near the front desk. For Mildred, after her son died suddenly and her husband passed away, House of Mercy became her family. When Mildred was interviewed by one of House of Mercy's radical compassion storytellers, she told us that radical compassion means standing up boldly and telling people that Jesus has died for us so that we don't have to stay in pain and in hurt. We'd like to call Mildred Bartlett up to the podium now to say a quick prayer before we eat. Mildred?
Everyone, God bless you. And I like to say, God bless God's beautiful people. And I'm so glad to be here tonight with this special service and together tonight. I want to say to the House of Mercy, the founder, Sister Grace, CW, Sister Rita, and to all the board members and to all those that work with Sister Grace, the House of Mercy, I would just love to say, God bless you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you very much, not only for myself, but for others. And I just want to say the blessing tonight. Father God, right now in your precious name, we thank you tonight. We bless you. We thank you for all the beautiful things that you have done for us. We thank you for having beautiful people that have so much love in their heart, so much compassion. Thank you, God, for the angels that you have given us. And God, as we sit here tonight, fellowshipping with each other, let your love continue to bless us. Let your love continue to bless those that you have given the gift to help us. Now, God, in your precious name, in Psalms 91, in Isaiah 26:3, it says, thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Thank God for the House of Mercy. Thank God for Sister Grace, CW, Sister Rita, Kate, and all the board members, and all those that co-host with them. So God, let your blessings continue to be with them, now and forever. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right. Thank you, Mildred. We were, at this moment, going to sing a song from Chorus Line, but Sister Grace told us it wouldn't be appropriate following the prayer, so we're going to have to move that back into the show. It is now time to eat. I want to let everybody know that. And this is a very important part. It's a buffet. We want to keep everything peaceful this evening, okay? I've heard about this crowd. Before we eat, I do want to thank the wonderful folks here at the Winter Garden for everything that they've presented to us this evening. So if we give them a round of applause. So your tables will be invited one by one to go up to the buffet, so if you could wait for that, that'd be great. Also, last chance to buy raffle tickets before we close the raffle at 7:45.
Just about 24 minutes from now.
Or 23.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so, all right. Enjoy your meal. Have
See you
a
soon.
wonderful, yes, we'll talk soon.
the next thing. But in the meantime, I'm losing something, I'm forgetting something, I can relate to that. Except I can't because you look amazing if you have a grandchild. I keep worried. I'm starting to get worried that I'm not going to have it. My kids are like making me worried here. How old are they? 26, 28, and 29. Oh, okay. They're still young, but one of them told me he doesn't want to have kids. I don't know why. Well, I hope you take that too. Right. And then, my oldest, he's 30-year-old. He doesn't even have a girlfriend or anything. I don't think I'm gonna get cracking here, buddy.
I was not going there like sitting
Three ladies together. That looks good. And then I'm going to show the vomit because we're all wearing gold after. Okay, but there's them. Yes. Sometimes, right?
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. Last chance to buy raffle tickets. Raffle tickets are over at the end of the room here, and this is your last chance. Thank you.
You are the light of the house. So thank you. If we could get a round of applause for you all share the true meaning of compassion and love. And you represent radical compassion, which I've had the great fortune to learn more about over the last couple of years by talking with several of you and then in turn telling your stories. You can read all of their stories on the House of Mercy website by scanning the QR code at your table or visiting our website at houseofmercyrochester.org. I highly encourage you to take a look, even if you only get to read a couple. They're very short reads, but they say everything that you need to know. Earl Thomas here, who is joining us on stage, has a very honest story to tell. At a young age, Earl witnessed the death of his mother and was addicted to drugs, was homeless, lived at the House of Mercy, and now works as a valuable member of the House of Mercy family. Meet Earl Thomas.
This is Connections. I'm Evan Dawson. You might have heard recently about the Radical Compassion Campaign, working to preserve, promote, and restore the dignity, value, and independence of every human without distinction or judgment. And let me also welcome Earl Thomas, a House of Mercy volunteer. Earl, I'm just reading about your absolutely remarkable story.
My dad died when I was 3 months, and my mother got murdered when I was living in Cleveland, Ohio, when I was 9 years old because somebody broke into our house and tried to rob us, and she got caught in the crossfire of that. So at that time, my sister Shirley happened to raise me, and she was only 21 at the time. Now that I'm older, I am truly grateful for my sister stepping in and raising us, but it's kind of hard when you don't have a mother and a father. I still felt like there was a part of me missing. So I think that was the part that drew me out into the streets, you know, selling drugs and robbing and stealing. And then one thing led to another. Then I started using drugs.
At that point, I was just hopeless, I felt. I had nowhere to go, no one to turn to. I burned all my bridges. I was homeless and I was on drugs at the time. And I didn't have anywhere else to go. And I never even really knew about the House of Mercy till one day I started to come down Hudson. And people were saying about the House of Mercy. And when we went to it, it was on Hudson at the time. And I walked in, telling me I had no place to go. And Sister Rita and Sister Grace said that you can stay here. And I thought that was kind of unusual. I mean, just to let a stranger off the street just come and stay. So they wind up letting me stay. I didn't have any clothes. I haven't eaten. So they allowed me to, soon as I came in, they asked me, have you eaten? You know what I mean, have you showered? And I said I didn't do either one of those. I would just come right off the street because I was hooked on drugs very bad. So they allowed me to come in, gave me food, gave me clothes, let me take a shower. And they asked me, well, Earl, what would you like to do? And I said, well, I don't know how to stop using. So they say, well, we can help you with that. If you want help, we can help you. We can get you into a facility to help you stop using. That was like a miracle. I think it was a humble experience, how grateful I really was, because I felt like if it wasn't for Sister Rita, Sister Grace, my life would never be where it is today. So I asked them, can I come here? Is there anything I can help do? So I came in and started volunteering. So I was here all the time volunteering. After being here for a little while volunteering, they let me do a self-improvement group that what I still do to this day. So I used to call it the self-improvement hangout, where you can come up here and we can sit and talk, which is confidential. If anything that's going on, we can put everything on the table. It's okay. The reason why I am here is because I want to help. I don't care about nobody else. It's just I really want to show you that I want to help. If there's anything I can do to help, then let me know, and that's what I'll do.
How you define what radical compassion means?
You should never, ever judge a book by its cover. When I first walked down Hudson and seen the House of Mercy and all the people out there, I was like, man, I'm not going to this place. I don't know who these people are. You know, I was judgmental, but didn't know how much love and compassion that the House of Mercy have for the people here in Rochester, and not just in Rochester and other parts and areas of the city. And when I came here and I seen me through the people here of the House of Mercy, because I've been homeless, I've been without food, without clothes. You know, I know exactly how they feel. I have been where they've been. Then I realized how many people, how many homeless people was out here in our city of Rochester just alone.
I think the House of Mercy and people need to realize it's God sent. To have a place that where you can come, to where they accept you for who you are, no strings attached, you know what I mean? And you can just come and get the help and support you need to make you feel important, like you're someone. I mean, where do you really get that type of help from, or that type of blessing? From a place like the House of Mercy. There isn't a price that you can put on the House of Mercy. I don't think people understand the word unconditional. And they just have unconditional love for the people, you know, regardless wherever they go, to open up a place to feed our neighborhoods. I didn't know that my life would change this way, from me being a homeless person in the street, to me actually want to come back and give back and see people exactly where I've been. It doesn't matter who you are. I think that's what a lot of people need, like a second chance. And she gave me a second chance at life.
Let's give Earl a big round of applause. Earl's story is amazing. He is 6 years sober. He also just purchased his first home in Greece with his girlfriend, Lisa. Earl, you are positive, you are selfless, humble, caring, and loyal. Earl is now a shelter manager at House of Mercy and the RIT Behavioral Health Coordinator. House of Mercy gave Earl and many others a second chance at life. Earl, thank you. Anything you want to say, Earl? You have the floor for a moment. Go for it.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you. And I do owe, as I'm standing here talking to you, I owe this and the person that I am to the House of Mercy. Because they gave me an opportunity at a new start in life from a person that was hooked on drugs, no place to go, burned all my bridges with friends and families and loved ones, and lost trust. And I walked into the House of Mercy on Hudson Avenue and didn't know that my life was going to change for the better, because they gave me a hope shot and let me believe in myself. And they actually loved on me till I learned to love on myself. And let me get my thoughts and mind together and willing to help me to take me to a facility to get the treatment that I need. So if it wasn't for the House of Mercy, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and I wouldn't be standing here telling everybody thank you. And Sister Rita, Sister Grace, and CW, and all the team members, and the board member people just as well, that I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to give back to the House of Mercy. I can never repay what they did for me. They changed my life. So the only thing I can do is just continue to work hard for them, and to be one of the people on their team to help let people know that if my life can change, yours can change too.
Amen.
So
Amen.
thank you, Sister Rita, Sister Grace, CW. in the House of Mercy. And you all, thank you.
Thank you, Earl. He said, "They loved on me until I learned to love myself." That's powerful. That's powerful. And you know what? Earl is not alone. There are so many more stories of triumph that we could share tonight. Those who've walked through the doors at the House of Mercy and left grateful, thankful, and ready to walk through life knowing that they were not alone. All right, folks. It's time now to take what you're feeling, right, and take it and do some action. We're going to do something right now that is going to change the future of many more people. We're going to raise some money for the House of Mercy. So the live auction begins right now. All of the money raised tonight will help so many who are struggling in one way or the other. So we hope that your wallets are warmed up, primed and ready, because we're going to raise some good money tonight. We've got some great auction items. Adam's actually going to start off with the first item, and then I'm going to take a crack at the second one. We'll see how much money we can raise tonight. Adam?
Oh, all right. So let me just say this. Not only was the food wonderful, but we are right on time, like to the minute. Woo! That's how exceptional this gala is. And another small point, the paddle that you're going to use for this live auction is on the back of the program. So take a look at that right now. If you're interested, raise the paddle and we will call on you. Be careful not to itch your ear with it because you will be called and you will be going to whatever destination you've won. We are going to start off with the first item, and this was donated by board members Bob Bartolotta and Alan Hanford, a trip to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
Nice.
This prize includes overnight accommodations in a stylish 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo right in the East Point development in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. You know, I've been looking at that area.
I know.
Your prize package includes airfare for 4 people on Delta Airlines and 2 days of golf for 4 players at the Florida Club. This is valued at $3,000. We're going to start the bidding at $800. And again, if you do want to bid, put your paddle up. It's not just a great deal and you'll get a great experience, but all of this money goes directly to the House of Mercy and to the wonderful mission that we've been talking about this evening. So we do have volunteers around that can help us spot you if you put up your paddle. So again, $800 if you're interested in this trip. What a wonderful gift to give. Do we have 800? There
Yes,
we go.
do.
176. Thank you so much. We're going to bump it up to $900. $900 for this trip to Florida. I mean, this is for 4 people here. $900. You cannot beat this. It is a steal.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be illegal, but it's a steal. $900. Do we have $900 for this incredible trip? Wave that program around. My eyes aren't what they used to be. You can also yell. I do accept yelling bids. $900 for this incredible trip to Florida. Again, it's not going to be $65 forever, ever. Here we go. $900. Anybody? You might get away with
bidding $112.
$112. All right, very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There
All
we
right.
go. $900. Do we have $1,000? Would you like to go $1,000 on this one? $1,000 to a trip to Florida for 4 people, plus golf, accommodations, the whole package.
Worth $3,000. Bidding stands at
$1,000. $1,000 for this trip right now. Anybody out there? This is going to go for $900 if no one else bids. All right.
All right, 176.
Oh, there we go.
Thank
you very
All right.
much. Smart. Very smart. This sounds good.
I like this.
There we go. $1,100. $1,100 to go to Florida in the dead of winter. Say sayonara to all of your freezing friends. Or you could take some of them and have a lot of fun while helping the House of Mercy. That's right.
2 days of golf for 4 people.
That alone, $1,100.
Oh, look at that. What do we got?
112.
170,
All right.
112. All right.
There we go. 1,200. Do we have 1,200? 176. I know you're tempted. $1,200. That's $400. I'm going to do the math here. I'm a journalist. I'm not great at math.
Yeah.
400 per person if there's 4 people, right?
Yeah, something like that. TV
No,
was
3.
created-
There we go. $300
created-
per person.
TV was created for the C+ math student. All right.
There
I'm
we
just going
go.
to be honest with you.
$300 per person. All right, we're at 1,100, 1,200, anyone, 1,200. Going once, going twice. All right, $1,100 going to the House of Mercy.
All right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All right. 4 members of the Bills Mafia in the house tonight. Yeah. You be loud and proud. You go ahead. This next item was donated by Ed Hurahan and Bon Shenick King. We have, here we go,
Ready.
4 tickets to a Buffalo Bills home game that includes 4 sideline seats on the lower level. Nice. And a hotel overnight stay, either at the Hilton or the Hyatt. All right? Priceless. We're going to start the bidding on this at $400. Do we have $400?
That is...
4 tickets, $176. Thank you
There
very
we
much.
go, 176, 500?
500, 600, 172, 600, 172, 700. Do we have $700? $700. Bidding stands at $600.
What a deal.
163. Nice. Same
All right.
table, too, Adam. Ooh. Ooh. Same table. All right. Bidding is at $700. Do we have $800? $800.
Uh-oh. This
All
might
right.
be a rough trip home for them.
I was going to say, how about $900? $900. Could we go up to $900? $900?
And they are in the playoff. There
Ooh,
we go.
101.
There we
$900.
go.
I saw ya. All right. Let's go. An even $1,000. How about $1,000?
An incredible package. They're in the playoff hunt.
4 tickets,
What
sideline.
an experience.
I mean, this is awesome. Plus, you can stay overnight and go to drive home.
Just that alone.
You
Yep.
know? All right, bidding's at $900. We have 1,000?
$1,000 for this
1,000.
package. You can split it with
$1,000.
friends.
Split it 4 ways, folks. All right, 900. Going once. Going twice.
I don't know, you got some smiles over there.
Oh,
There we go.
172. $1,000. All right, Adam.
All right. I think
feel
it's
bullish?
worth. Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you feel bullish on this?
I feel bullish. I mean, I think this is one heck of an experience while again helping House of Mercy.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go $1,200.
All right.
I'm gonna go there. Whoa, $1,200. Thank you. What number are you there? 10 what? Oh, wow.
The dark horse, they're starting to sweat it out over
Look
there.
at that. This lady's fanning. There's a lady over there fanning herself. She's $1,200. Do we have $1,300? $1,300. 13. A number I said for many years. 1,300 though. We're talking 1,300. All right, bidding stands at 1,200. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Thank you very
good.
much.
Well done. All right. Well, thank you everyone for participating in that. It's very nice to have a truly live, in-person live auction. We'd like to call up to the stage our title sponsor, Kitty Van Bortel of Van Bortel Subaru. Kitty, thank you first off, and please join us on stage.
Yay! Hey, Kitty. Hi. It's been a while, she says. I gotta hold on. I gotta say, she says, it's been a while since I've seen you, Norma. And it's true. I gotta step back in, don't I?
Absolutely.
It's time.
Good evening, everyone.
35 years ago, Sister Grace drove the streets of this city, seeking out cold, helpless, homeless men in the winter months so that she could give them warmth. Ever since then, transportation has become an essential part of the House of Mercy's operations. Today, the House of Mercy has a driver. His name is Kevin, and he is paired with an old town and country van that was used years ago and currently has more than 150,000 miles on it. Every day, this driver and his van take the streets of our city in service to now almost 80 guests at the house. Kevin's day begins at 7 a.m. when he rises to pick up a dozen or so volunteers that work the morning shift, often making multiple trips back and forth to the House of Mercy. Throughout the day, Kevin will bring guests to doctor's appointments, pick up essential prescriptions, run errands for staff to obtain supplies, and deliver individuals in need to other shelters or housing options that are more suitable for their needs. Also, over the past year, this old van carted Kevin and Sister Rita to bring 200 of our homeless for vaccinations, the first shot, the second shot, and now the booster. But maintaining a van that has 150,000 miles on it is burdensome, not only financially, but when the van is in the shop, daily operations at the house suffer. 2 weeks ago, CW came to Van Bortle in need of a new van. Together, we selected a practical, perfectly sized 12-passenger van. Pictured outside and inside. You have the picture? There it is. A new vehicle is a luxury never afforded the House of Mercy. But with your partnership, I'd like to work tonight with you guys to try to make this happen. The cost of this van is $43,000. I sold at my cost, but I need help in order to get this handled for the House of Mercy. I'd like to see if we could get together $55,000 here, the $43,000 for the van, and we need money for gas and driver and to pay our good person Kevin. I mean, so $55,000 is the goal, okay? Now, Ron Ricotta and his lovely wife Kelly have donated $10,000. He's not even here tonight. So that's $55,000. Now we're down to $45,000. Van Bortle's going to donate $10,000. That gets us down to $35,000. So I'm going to stand up here tonight until we get this $35,000. And we're going to start. Is there anyone else that is willing to donate $10,000? I don't see anybody. Do we have any $10,000? Okay, well, let's get down to $5,000. We got anybody for $5,000 to donate to the van? Got somebody? Okay, $5,000. Another one over here. So we got two $5,000 so far. 188. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, one more person for 5,000. Okay, now we're going to go to 2,500. How many people do we have for 2,500 that are going to get this van paid for before we leave tonight? 2,500? Where's one right there? Thank you. 101. Anyone else? Okay, is that it? Anybody else for 2,500? Well, thank you. Thank you very much, 101. Okay, so now we're going to go down to 1,000. How many people are willing to donate $1,000 for this van? How many have we got? There's it. Okay, here we go. I don't see this moving. You got 5, okay. 35. Oh my God, we're getting there. We are getting there. Okay, we're at 35,000. Any more? Another for $1,000. Okay, are we done? Okay. Now we're going to go to $500. $500. 132. What else have we got? I see one up there. I see 3 there, actually. 216. 133, thank you. Gosh, we only have 15 to go. Okay, anyone else for $1,000? Oh, no, we're at 500 now, aren't we? Okay, sorry, 500. Okay, all right. Now we're going to go for 250. How many people do we have for 250 that are willing to donate? There, we got one there. One there. Here we go. 250. We got everybody for 250? Yes? Okay, one last one, $100. Anybody that's willing to just put $100 in for the van. That'll cover a lot of gasoline. Here we go. 136, 135, 132, 143, 131. I can't see back there. Help me out. 100, right? $100. Okay, I see one there. God, I wish my eyesight was better. 145, okay, got it. Okay, we got everybody for 100. Okay, one final one. $50. Is there anybody that can just put in an extra $50? Here we go. $50. 166. 206. $50. Anybody else? Everybody can afford another $50. Come on, everybody, for $50. Come on. Here we go. that it? How come this isn't moving? Okay. How come this thing isn't moving up? Can you move it up? Okay, Kate, so what's our final number here? 45. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you very, very much.
All right. How about a round of applause for Kitty Van Bortel? That was wonderful. Well done, well executed, and the whole team, by the way, working to make that happen. Exceptional. All right. Hey, Norma, remember that time I thought 4 times 4 was 12?
Oh, yeah, I
that was
do.
a while ago, but
Yeah.
I remember. Memories.
Like the corners of my mind.
I told you
I
we'd
won't
be
do it.
singing.
I won't. I promise. No singing tonight. All right. So historically, the House of Mercy has relied on its friends in the community to keep its doors open. This year was a tough one, with COVID striking many who stay and work at the House of Mercy. But the house has remained a place of hope for those in need, even during a pandemic. How? Because of the amazing work of Sister Rita Lewis and the COVID task force. Since the start of the pandemic, Sister Rita has personally accompanied more than 200 people experiencing homelessness to be vaccinated. She has had a tremendous impact on keeping our homeless population safer. Thank you to Sister Rita. All the guests at House of Mercy are vaccinated against COVID-19. And Sister Rita has kept the staff and guests safe by administering countless COVID tests. Sister Rita's dedication to keeping the staff and guests safe has been a bright spot in a very difficult year. Sister Rita, please come up to the podium.
And we want, as she does this, we do want to congratulate all of you and all you've done every day to keep our people and the community safe. We'd like to present you with the first ever Father Neil Outstanding Service Award. For those who don't know, this was named after Father Neil Miller, Sister Grace's twin brother who passed away in 2009. Father Miller served for 17 years as pastor of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Rochester, until his 2002 retirement. Sister Miller noted her brother established the Spanish language and gospel music masses at Our Lady of Perpetual Help, and which continue to this day. He also was involved in the beginnings of the House of Mercy and served as the chairman of the board of directors. Father Miller officiated all of the House of Mercy's funerals, religious occasions, and special liturgies. In addition to one-on-one work with the urban poor, Father Miller was an advocate on behalf of the poor and often attended demonstrations and protests with his sister Grace. Congratulations on your award, Sister Rita. If you'd like to say a word.
There you go.
Well, thank you very much. But I truly am inspired, definitely by Father Neil. I mean, he was such a blessing to be with us. I look forward to seeing him so many days and hours he would be with us. My office was right next to him. So I saw all the good activity he was doing and all of the wonderful people he was serving. And it was beautiful to behold, let me tell you. So I am so pleased to be at the House of Mercy. There's no place like it. And it's it's a real blessing for me to be there and to just be with the people and love them and learn from them, learn so much from them. They have truly, truly taught me all about poverty, all about God and spirituality and how God works in our lives in the midst of our pain and suffering, and God is there. So thank you to all of you who help us to continue to do what we do every day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you.
Very good. Sister Rita, thank you. Congratulations.
At this time, we'd like to call up House of Mercy Board Chairman, Mr. Ed Herhan.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you.
Hi there.
Good evening, everybody. I think we all want to hear from Sister Grace, so we'll get through this quickly. I want to introduce the head table over here. First off, we have Sister Livia. You could raise your hand. Sister Rita. Sister Grace. Father Bill Donnelly, who is just a wonderful priest, and if you want to hear him on a Sunday, come over to the House of Mercy on a Sunday afternoon and hear him preach. He's a wonderful man, formerly with St. Mary's. He baptized my kids and is just a terrific person. In addition, we have CW. And I told him tonight he looks like Snoop Dogg in the biggest way. And I think Vern is there too. Hi, Vern. So let's give a big round of applause to our head table. Is Denny Mack still in the house? Where is she? Okay. Speaker has this privilege. Denny Mack is a wonderful family friend and a wonderful friend to the House of Mercy and just a terrific person. Hi, Denny. I wanted to say hi to you tonight. Kitty Van Bortel, you raised $40,000 about as quick as anybody I've ever seen do that. So let's give a big round of applause to Kitty and Roger. Somebody said earlier that Sister Grace is the Mother Teresa of Rochester. And isn't that the truth? And actually, before somebody said that tonight, I was thinking about it today, and I was Googling around, and I started Googling what are the great traits and qualities of Mother Teresa. And I think you'll see some comparisons here. First of all, Mother Teresa was a leader, and there's no question that Sister Grace is a wonderful leader. We heard earlier about the genesis of the House of Mercy 36 years ago when Sister Grace was out in the community. She was actually on her way to Corning, and she got waylaid in a snowstorm and saw some homeless folks, and she took them into her car and brought them to a couple of shelters. There were no shelters in Rochester then. There were some quasi-shelters, and they turned the people that she was with away on a couple of occasions, and she insisted that they take them and that they have a bed. And subsequently, she went on to her order, the Sisters of Mercy, and was able to get a small grant because her business plan was, I want to serve the poor. And so she was able to establish the first House of Mercy 36 years ago. And lo and behold, if you go from there to serving a couple of people to now 82 beds on Ormond Street, and I think in Code Blue, because Sister Grace's mantra is we are the lowest barrier shelter and we will turn nobody away. We've gotten into trouble with 135 beds, some cots in the common areas, in the dining area. That's who she is. And there are, by some accounts, about 850 homeless people in the Rochester area. The House of Mercy is the largest shelter. There are a lot of people that are sleeping outside, under bridges, and Sister Grace Sister Rita, CW, who've been at it for 36 years, are providing those people a place to stay where nobody else is doing that. Another quality of Mother Teresa is Mother Teresa was disruptive. Yes. If anybody knows Sister Grace, she's disruptive, and that's what we love about her. When Mother Teresa's role was when the world forgot the poorest of the poor, she acted. And in Rochester, when Sister Grace saw the poorest of the poor, she acted. Mother Teresa had a consistent message about service to the poor, and if you spent any time with Sister Grace, you'll hear her consistent message, and it comes from the founder of her order, Catherine McAuley, and the mantra that you will hear Sister Grace repeatedly say is, what Catherine McAuley said, is the poor need help today, not next week. And in a few minutes, I'm sure she'll say something along those lines, because that is something that she has taught all of us. Mother Teresa was beloved. Sister Grace is beloved. You look around the community, if you were to do a poll about one of the most respected people in the city of Rochester, I dare say that Sister Grace would be at the top. And so many people know her, and so many people love her, and so many people understand the work that she does and how valuable it is to the community. And it's a testament to her that so many people are out here today. It's COVID, the numbers are down, but I look across the room here and see how many people believe in Sister Grace's mission. The other quality that Mother Teresa had is winning awards. And I want to briefly touch on the awards that Sister Grace has won, because it's a recognition of what she's done in the community. There's probably 50, but I'll touch on a couple. The 2020 Rochester Business Journal Woman of Excellence Circle, the 2020 United States Census Bureau Certificate of Recognition, the 2017 Deacon Stan Zwocki Award, the 2016 Monroe County Legislative Certificate of Recognition, the 2015 National Association of Social Workers Public Citizen of the Year, the 2015 United Church Ministry Reverend Raymond Graves Social Justice Award, the Monroe County Legislator Certificate of Recognition. And I want to pause there for a second, because getting anything out of the Republican-controlled Monroe County Legislature for Sister Grace over the last several years has been very hard. But guess what? She shows up, she fights, she stands for the indigent burials when the county is not properly funding that, and she demands justice. And when we can't get the funds from the county, Sister Grace and her team go out of their own pockets in the House of Mercy, make sure not only do we have the funds for those burials, but they are dignified burials. If you go to the House of Mercy, you'll walk into the front door. If you look to the right, you'll see a beautiful table full of some of our wonderful guests, and you'll see, I think Mildred's here somewhere. Mildred's there every day with a big smile and a hello. If you peel off to the left, you can go back into some of the offices, and there's a beautiful chapel there. And Sister Grace will talk about that. But inside that chapel is a remembrance of every indigent person that has died without family, without remembrance. And Sister Grace and the rest of the people of the House of Mercy that she brings to this mission have made sure that many of these indigent people have had the dignity of a decent burial, they've had a mass, and they've been remembered. So I want to compliment you on that, Sister Grace, right now. Mother Teresa was authentic. She worked with the poor and the homeless without expecting any reward. And Sister Grace has worked with the poor and the homeless for dozens of years, expecting nothing. The House of Mercy has grown in a very good way over the last several years. The budget has grown. We have to be very careful because we're not a business, we're a mission. But as we serve more people, we have to raise more money. Thank you, Kitty, again. But one of the things that I admire about Sister Grace is she expects nothing in return. She accepts no salary from the House of Mercy. She does everything out of her heart and her soul. So, Sister, you're about to come up here, but I want to thank some people here tonight. First of all, we have a wonderful board. Many of them are here. We have terrific volunteers that have helped put on this event. I want to thank Kate Schnittman. Where's Kate? Kate. Thank you. And Stephanie Bookbinder. Where's Kathy Purcell? Somewhere. People who have done great things to put this evening together. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. This is my last year. I term out in September of next year, but I hold this mission dearly in my heart, and I'm so proud to be associated with the House of Mercy and with all of you. And Sister Grace is 86, and she'll be up here speaking to us again at 106. Thank you. The reason I skipped over this is Sister Grace doesn't want anything. Sister Grace, everything I've said about you tonight is so true and so enduring and so wonderful. Tonight, we're here to present you with a Lifetime Achievement Award, which is probably way premature because, as I said, her life is far from over. So would you please join me on the stage and accept this on behalf of all of your friends, the board, everybody here, the House of Mercy Lifetime Achievement Award. The Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Sister Grace Miller, 2021, Sister of Mercy, and a wonderful hero.
Thank you so much. I'm close to tears now. I don't cry that easily, but tonight I want to cry. I want to thank you so much. The House of Mercy would not be what it is and where it is today if it weren't for all the help that I got from all of you, our supporters. When I started out with the House of Mercy, I told the Sisters of Mercy I wanted to open up a shelter for the homeless because I saw homeless on the streets and no one was taking care of them. So I told the sisters I wanted to open up a place for them. And they gave me $20,000 for the year. And with that, I opened up the first House of Mercy on Central Park. And that year, we made about $30,000, but today, we make much more money, and we have a bigger house today, and we have you to thank for that, because today we can take care of hundreds of homeless people with your help. We could never do it alone. So I want to thank you for all that you do and have done to support the mission of the House of Mercy. We take in the people nobody else wants. We take them in, we feed them, we give them clothing, we make them feel loved, we give them a bed to sleep on. If we don't have a bed, we'll give them a cot. We don't refuse anyone. We'll never put anyone out in the cold, because that is not what Jesus would do. And this House of Mercy is a testament to God and the works that Jesus did on earth, and we want to continue that work here on this earth. I can't thank all of you enough for all you do in supporting the House of Mercy. We could never continue on without your generosity and your kindness. And every day it's like people are coming in, bringing gifts, especially this Christmas time, and bringing in coats and boots and things that our people need. We run out of them quickly, but there's always one of you that will come and bring the things that we need for our people. So that means a great deal to us. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank our board for putting up with me. Right, Ed? I want to thank all of our sponsors. We wouldn't be here tonight, we wouldn't have the House of Mercy if it weren't for the support of you and the board and people who love what we do and want to join us in taking care of our people who have no one else to take care of them. You make it possible for us to feed our people. You make it possible for us to keep the lights and heat on in our house for our people to be warm. With your support, we can help people get the treatment that they need for mental health and any other needs that they have. And with your help, we can give people a second chance that society rarely affords to the most marginalized of our people. I have dedicated my life to living out the corporal works of mercy. I have poured my heart and soul into our house. And the core of what we do is to carry out the words in Scripture to feed the hungry, and we have many of them, to give drink to the thirsty, to clothe the naked, to give shelter to the homeless and travelers. We visit the sick, we visit the imprisoned, and we bury the dead. And these are the works that are carried out by my staff and volunteers at the House of Mercy. And I'm deeply grateful to our staff and to our volunteers. And I want to say again, I'm grateful to all of you when I see people coming in and bringing the things that we need for our people. We don't have to go out and buy them because you bring them to us. So we have our winter coats for our people. We have winter boots for our people. We have gloves for our people. And they are so happy to receive them. And I'll never forget one night, a man came to the door and he said he was hungry. But I noticed in the cold, cold weather, he just had a sweater. He was not dressed up warmly. So the first thing I did was to give him a beautiful winter coat that we had received, and then went to get him a plate of food. And when I came back with the food, the man was dancing right in front of me on the sidewalk, crying. He wanted to kiss me. He didn't know what to do, but he was so happy with the new jacket that he had. I think he forgot about the food, about being hungry, because the jacket was probably the best jacket he ever had in his life. And I was so grateful that we could give that to him that night. Another incident I will never forget. It'll always be in my memory. And I have told some people this story. It was late in the evening, and I walked into our community area, and I saw an older man just standing there, like bewildered. And I went up to him and I asked him, "Are you homeless?" And he said, "No, but I'm hungry." And just the way he said, "I'm hungry," grabbed me. So we both went into the kitchen, and I handed him a hot plate. And I asked if he wanted a second, and he said no. So as I was returning to the second plate back into the oven, I heard sounds. And I turned around and looked at the man, and he had burst out crying. He was trying to say thank you for the food, but the tears and the sobs interfered with his words, and he could not get the words out. And that night I said to the Lord, thank God we have this house of mercy. And I thought, if we were not open 24/7 that night, well, we're always open 24/7, where would he have gone to get a plate of food? And he was so hungry. We take care of our people. No matter what their problem is, we work with them until their problems are resolved. And I have a great staff, a beautiful staff, and volunteers who help to take care of all the people that come to the House of Mercy. And over the years, within a year, there are thousands that come to the House of Mercy for help. And we are so grateful to be there. And we know that we could not be there if it were not for your donations, your support, because you make it possible for us to stay there and to be there. And with the pandemic touching all our lives, it was very hard when we had to limit our numbers. But as soon as we could, we increased our numbers because we didn't want anyone out in the cold. The pandemic has been very hard on us, but we focus on our poor. We focus on the downtrodden and those with nowhere else to turn. We don't turn anyone away. I never want anyone who is homeless or hurting in any way to be turned away. Our people need our help. And I often wonder what it would be like if the House of Mercy were not there. And I am so grateful to God and to you that we have a beautiful home for our most downtrodden, our people who are hurting, our people who are looking for hope, for love, for care, and that's what we want to give them. Our love. Radical compassion, which means going all the way with no limit to helping our people get what they need and live wholesome and healthy lives. And we'll never turn anyone away. We never know what people are going through, what's in their hearts, what the trauma they've had in their lives. They may be drinking, they may be drugging, but there are reasons for that, because many have had major traumas in their lives, and they found it very difficult to handle them. Our doors of the House of Mercy are always open, and nothing, not even this pandemic, will ever make us lose sight of that commitment. This year has brought many great milestones and achievements. You all heard about Sister Rita. I think she has taken over 400 people to get shots, to get vaccinations. And everyone in our house, all of our guests and people that come to the House of Mercy, right away, she takes them off to get vaccinated. And some were resistant to it, some were afraid to get the shots, but then they were very grateful after they received the shots. So we take care of our people in the House of Mercy and in the community, those around, and everyone who comes to the House of Mercy, no matter where they come from. Some come from out of town, but we'll take care of them and make sure that they are all doing well. So we thank you. We thank our volunteers. We could never do this work alone. We have so many volunteers, and we depend on the volunteers to keep the operation of the House of Mercy going. We want to give all of our people a second chance in life, a second chance that they deserve and maybe can only find at the House of Mercy. We will continue the legacy of the House of Mercy, living out radical compassion. And as I said, that means giving our utmost, giving our all to all the people who come to us. I'm sometimes called the mother of the House of Mercy, but speaking of the legacy of the House, we have here tonight the man that many call the father of the House of Mercy. We all know who that is. I've been called Mom, Mommy, Grandma. CW has been called Daddy, Pops, whatever. CW came to us over 30 years ago. I'd only opened the house for 2 years, and CW came along. He can tell you his story, and it's a story. But he came along and demonstrated compassion for our people. CW was born December 17th, 1942 in Vienna, Georgia. Tomorrow is his birthday. We know that CW was shot 2003, right? Yeah. What is it? Yeah. I thought we lost him, that he would never return, that maybe the fear of being shot again would keep him from coming back. But CW came back, and he's been with us ever since. When he came to the House of Mercy about 34 years ago, I asked him if he could cook, because we needed a cook. He said, "Can I cook?" Well, the first Thanksgiving, he cooked over 32 turkeys, and people flocked to the House of Mercy on Thanksgiving for those turkeys. He converted to Catholicism. My brother, Father Neil, and myself became his godparents. He was also an altar server. CW has committed every moment of his life to the House of Mercy, ever since he came to me during the darkest hours, the darkest days. And he's been giving our people second chances and bringing out the best in them right alongside me for all this time. And if anybody needed anybody to talk to, CW was the one to talk to. He could break up any fight and bring peace. CW, you are one of the most shining examples of the power of the House of Mercy to lift people up. Thank you for all that you have done and will continue to do. So I'd like all of you to join me tonight in singing Happy Birthday to CW. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear CW. Happy birthday to you. God bless you all and thank you.
Sister Grace, everybody. And CW, happy birthday. Congratulations. I told you we'd be singing. The evening isn't over. We're going to enjoy some wonderful dessert and help celebrate CW's birthday. But before we let you go, we do have a few housekeeping items to take care of here. At each table, don't forget there's that beautiful centerpiece, a custom-designed floral arrangement from Floravante Florist. And if you'd like to purchase that and give it as a gift this holiday season, and it would make a wonderful one, take the arrangement and check out. And basically $25, that's the gift that you'll give. The volunteers will take care of that on your way out. We can't forget to mention House of Mercy's incredible committee and volunteers who worked so hard to make this event possible and safe this evening for all of us. So a big round of applause for them. And before we get to the raffle, I just want to personally thank all of you for being here tonight. I have not done a live gala in person in 2 years. And this is really special to be back at this. This is one of my favorite parts of the job. And I was so excited that I left the set with my sneakers on and forgot to put real shoes on. So I apologize for my breach of decorum, but thank you very much.
Oh, Adam, I love you. Hey, so remember about those raffle prizes I told you about at the beginning? Well, have I got a treat for you. Listen for your name. Whoops. Listen for your name. If you want a prize, please see the volunteers at the registration table, which I believe is in the back of the room, correct? To pick out your items and pay for your prize. Okay, here we go. I'm going to call the names, so remember, go back to the table in the back of the room, and here we go. Andy Connor, congratulations. Cynthia Galina, Rui Figueiredo, Robert Shaw, Jean Jablonski, Dr. Richard Doolittle, Andy Connor, Dr. Richard Doolittle, Mark McDermott, Denise Mack, Mark McDermott, Amy Crossid, Peter Dellinger, Janice Rachfall, Peter Downing, Janice Rachfall, Peter Downing, and Jean Jablonski. Congratulations, all you raffle winners. And I have to say, I haven't emceed an event in person in many, many, many moons. So I just want to thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you to Adam for being such a great partner in crime.
As always, Norma.
That's right, my former work husband, I called him many years ago. And thank you to you for all of you who donated tonight, for all your generosity. And congratulations to House of Mercy and everyone there. Have a great night, drive safely, and enjoy the treats. There are plenty to be had. All right, my friend.